Alright, yep, we should be live. How is everyone doing today? Hope everything is good for everyone. Meant to stream yesterday, but uh, that Civ game ended up not happening. Or, well, it happened, but it not being streamed because not everyone wanted to, who was in it, wanted to be on stream. But yeah, so we're here today. Oh, got a good spawn in too. Yep. Copper, we've got a mountain, we've got the lake over there. We might be a bit rough on food at first, but I'll just have to make sure I get... Oh, there was gold over there too. And gems. Okay, yeah, no, this is pretty good start, I think. Yeah, I will be able to buy that tile. But yeah, I decided to do something a bit different today, and we are gonna just play a bit of a solo game with Civ, and I'm gonna, yeah, and we'll see how that goes.
I have some information that may be of use.
Hopefully, this is going to go a bit faster than most of the other games you guys have seen me play with the guys, because it is only me. Okay. Like I said, I don't think this is a bad starting location.
Excuse me.
I think that what we're going to do is we're going to try and build buildings because we're playing Rome, and Rome's whole thing is supposed to, from what I've read, it's basically just a blanket buff for anything that's already built in Rome as far as production goes. So I build things in Rome and then I build them everywhere else. I'm gonna try and maximize production as much as possible, and we have a bunch of. This is set up as a large world. I believe it's Earth. So we'll see what we see, and hopefully I'm able to make this as entertaining as I can. Oh, let me. Is the game volume coming through? Test. Okay. Let me turn up myself a little bit because I think I was a little quiet. But yeah, other than that, I'm planning. I've got the week off. Oh, hey Dick.
What's going on?
Not much. Just started the game. Let me see if it freaks out too much if I stream it to Discord.
I can pull up the YouTube one.
Yeah, but that one doesn't. I mean, the delay doesn't really matter that much.
No, not that much. It's fine. How's Tricks?
Yeah, doing all right. I don't remember what I did last night after the game ended.
Well, that's okay. I was
Oh, no.
fading pretty fast towards the end there myself.
Yeah, I think I was stepped away and then I came back and everyone had gone.
No, I'm pretty sure you were still there when we all decided, okay, we're dead, but I'm not sure what happened after that. I think I was...
maybe I don't remember more than I thought. I got a little drunk.
Maybe.
It,
I
it,
think I
it,
was the first one to go. I'm pretty sure we were all there when we said goodbye.
yeah, it was one of those times where, you know, drinking on an empty stomach.
Yeah, I made the same mistake. But not tonight. I treated myself to a nice big steak dinner beforehand.
Nice. Is steak
So
like
why
big
Rome?
over there? I'd imagine you guys would have a lot of like cattle and stuff.
We have some of the best farmland in the world. Yeah, we have Yeah, we have lots of cows. And great steak.
I think I probably want Liberty first. I haven't met anyone. I'm doing. This is on Earth, is the map. I think I got a pretty decent starting location.
I can't really see much so far. I'm used to looking through the skill tree. Looks like you could be in Spain, maybe?
Possibly. I just know that I got like I think this is, as far as resources, I think it's actually better to have things you can just get through mining rather than versus like having to go all the way to calendar. What do you think?
In terms of immediate effect, yeah, definitely. But like in terms of ultimate happiness and usefulness for trading, I mean everything is worthwhile.
Yeah,
It's just some
everything is worth a
numbered
while.
stuff.
It's just what it needs to use it.
I guess the question is how long the while is. But yeah, no, I think they're all useful though. I'm still trying to puzzle out where we left things last night. I'm trying to remember. I think I was on an upswing. Like I think I'd just gotten over the hump.
Yeah, I remember I was kind of enjoying that because it is kind of up my alley. What was I playing? I know that they have the now. They have like the trade routes thing.
How were things
Portugal.
going on your continent, actually? How were things going for you and Ark on that continent? Because
Um,
shit was pretty peaceful for me and Dev.
it was relatively peaceful. I think I locked out in a pretty big amount of territory early.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
I never got a
but
chance to see what you
not its
guys were up to.
ruler.
I don't think I ever saw your side of the map, like other than like vague impressions when I glanced at the minimap.
Yeah, I was planning to like ramp up to like a naval pursuit, but then it's just like, well, but I have more room over here I can expand first.
Yeah, and when you get split continents wise, you normally have basically everything you could actually require.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. But yeah, long L night. What can you do?
Oh yeah.
Hi chat. Sorry it took so long to say.
Now that you hurt their feelings.
Well, they're big boys and girls. They'll get over it.
I hope so. If they're not, I have to ban them.
Yeah, no evading age restrictions here, fuckers.
Yeah. That is the
So
thing I've always been found strange with the YouTube with a lot of YouTubers. They don't bother like so many of them have like their Discord that they. Well, and I'm like, I don't think I want to have to be responsible for like a big public Discord where like any
yeah,
random who sees my YouTube channel can just jump in.
That's what mods are for.
But even then, I have to find somebody I care enough to hand off and just hope they do their job, or have to pay them
see,
maybe.
I figured out the solution to this about a year ago,
Hmm.
and it's charming and elegant in its simplicity, Rangy. I'm surprised you haven't thought of it already.
Hmm.
Should we ever make it big enough that we have to worry about it, we just call the others in and make them mods.
I mean, now that's probably what I would do, but
Like
honestly,
it's right there. It's so easy.
yeah, that's true. The mods are right there. They're free. You can just take them.
I'm not sure I necessarily want to get Wolvie mod power, but like,
That would be funny.
it would be funny for about an hour, and then it'd be chaos.
No, you have to. Yeah, giving Ray's mod power sounds like it would end really funny.
I'd give it to Noob and just see who he bans. Like, I refuse to read Gilgamesh banned. Like, alright. Maybe not Unity though. Like I love him, but at the same time, considering how quick he is to tell people to kill themselves, like maybe don't give him the man hammer.
Oh, found a map. Okay. That is the question. Because Earth, it is just Earth, right? That's why I'm wondering.
Looks like so far, but like, do you remember which map you chose? Was it literally Earth or was
Yeah,
it
it was
Terra or was
literally
it
Earth.
Okay. Have you tried that big one by the way?
Uh,
The mod one I found.
oh, I keep meaning to go and set that up. Yeah.
Dude, it is enormous. Absolutely enormous. Could easily support 20 civs. I dread to think what the game would run like if you did that, but I mean, it could.
Oh, that does sound like it would be.
Did you notice, actually, I'm not sure if I just wasn't paying enough attention or if I just noticed at the wrong times. Playing the Teams game last night and playing it a few times before, I think it limits what you can find in terms of ruins.
I noticed that I wasn't getting as much
Yeah,
stuff from it. I don't even know what I
yeah.
was getting from it.
I don't remember getting a single worker or settler. I
I
got
definitely didn't get
weapons
any of
left
that.
behind. I got gold. I got culture. I think I got faith. I didn't get
I think it was raw
any
numbers
tech.
stuff. Yeah.
I didn't get any tech. I didn't get any. Oh, sorry, I got too many maps. I got a load of maps. I fucking hate getting maps. It's like, yeah, thank you. That's great. I would have seen that next turn anyway. Brilliant.
I don't mind it if the map reveals something useful, but like,
They
oh
almost never do though.
yeah, it's never like, hey, there's this mountain over here in an ideal spot for you to put in another city.
Yeah, if only. Yeah, this is kind of looking like you might be in kind of France, Spain territory.
Yeah, that because this has to be some specific mountain range, and this
Well,
water
if it
of
is, if I'm right, then it'll be the Pyrenees and the Alps, which would mean that that island above you would be England.
okay, that makes sense.
So in theory, if you go due south, you should find a coast, and then 2 or 3 tiles across, you should find the next coast, and that should be Africa. Actually, you could do worse than do that because you will want desert later on. You'll want it for Petra
Petra,
at least.
yeah, because it's either that or you want to deny Petra to anyone else who's in a better spot for it.
Well, I don't think you'll have to worry too much playing bots in this game, but yeah. Speaking of which, Dav decided to spend half the day DMing me brainstorming how we're going to beat you in that game from last night if we pick it back up. He is really invested.
Fair enough.
I think he just wants to finish a game, you know? I get it.
I did too, and I think we did do good progress.
We did. We just got. I realize I'm the king of fucking tangents, but we did get like just too distracted. JL really threw us off track.
Oh yeah, JL was honestly the big causer of most of those tangents, I think, because he was talking about the movie stuff.
A little bit of a monkey wrench, but hey, it happens.
It does. All right, so I think head to the wheel so that I can get a water wheel built early in Rome.
Also, roads.
Yeah, that too.
Can never underestimate how great roads are. Although, you've only got 14 turns to masonry. Pyramids. Actually, yeah, man, I'd probably go masonry first, because you get pyramids, that gives you the 2 workers to build more roads as well.
True. And plus, I'm about to build. Actually, you're probably right. It is a good idea. I always I always forget pyramids is under masonry because usually when I'm building masonry, I'm thinking about like stonework or works and stuff like that, or the sources of stone and marble.
I don't think you're the only one. A lot of people seem to think that it comes up like a little later in the tech tree. But no, I find pyramids to be invaluable early game. Like I'll often go straight for that as my first main goal.
Temple
But
of
I mean, what
Artemis
wouldn't you?
also a really good one to grab early on.
Temple of Artemis is good, man, but pyramids is great. Tile improvement increased by 25% across the board everywhere, and
Yep.
a free worker. I mean, it's just
Honestly, all of the like permanent like give
sorry,
wide
two.
buffs of wonders are just amazing to have.
Yeah, they really are. It's a waste not to get them. I used to argue about this with X all the fucking time. He's like, I don't play a Wonder game. It's like, well, you should, bro, because Wonders make all the difference.
Not playing wonders is like not playing religion. It's like you're really you're not really setting yourself up for success if you don't do it, at least to some
I
extent.
think it's even worse. Like I was trying to explain this to Dav earlier. I was like, okay, so assume you and Ark attack me and him in the next time we play that game, right? You guys will have to deal with some war on your continent. You'll have to do some fighting to get over to us, so you'll probably have more veteran troops by the time you get there. Fair enough, that makes sense. That's as it normally would be. On the other hand, I was trying to point out to him that if we have the military buildings done and we focus on military wonders, we can easily get our like veteran units, our green units, walk out to level 2 or 3 instantly, which is a great force equalizer.
Yep. It's why I'm building barracks right now. Well, that and Rome, you just want to build your buildings, right?
I don't really have a different playstyle when it comes to different civs, to be honest. I mean, like sometimes I'll kind of slightly change what I would normally do, or I'll prioritize something that I might have left for another 20 turns. That's about as far as it goes. Otherwise, I mean, I have a kind of one size fits all playstyle, or so it would seem.
There. I try to like I try to lean into whatever that civ is supposed to be kind of good at, or at least what I think they would be good at.
Well,
But
you're like that. You're like that though. You're much more of like a role play kind of assigned player. You've said that yourself.
oh yeah, yeah,
I I tend to play the game without identifying too much. Well, it depends. Like RPGs, obviously, I identify more with the characters. But I mean, with Civ, there's not really a character there to identify with. You know.
I I build it down
Yeah.
there. I get that iron. I get that silk. I get. Uh, I don't know if this is. My only thing is I don't know if this is access to the ocean or just a small lake. But yeah, I've always been kind of that way with games. I've always been a bit more of a role play player because sometimes I'll still go like, oh well, what's the meta build and game in that way. But I don't know. I think it's boring doing that. Oh, is my mic quiet? Okay, let me turn it up. And yeah, we have someone in chat. He says Civ 5 is peak.
Did we do? Hello, Mighty Tho. When you said it hit your mic, do you mean mine or Rangi's?
I think he
Oh,
means
bro.
mine. It is a little low. Why is it that low? Okay, well, that should be better.
You're
That
gonna have to show me how you got that chat up on the screen, by the way.
I think it's stream elements. Yeah, once I remember how to do it, I'll have to show you.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, Civ is indeed peak though. What's your preferred Civ? You got one?
I mean, I think everybody has a go-to.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you know me, I am lazy. Mine does tend to be Polynesia because they're just so unbelievably broken.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like that it's that embark bonus that's just insane.
It's not just the embark, man. The Moai are really, really useful as well. You get the defense bonuses that extends like effectively military territory. You get the XP bonuses as well. You get culture. You get faith. You get gold. and you can pump all of those up with different choices that you make as well.
Okay.
Oh, best with England. That's interesting. I don't meet a lot of people who play England, who would play England main. Deity. I don't remember the last time I tried a deity game, actually. Oh, I should do that with Parody. That'd be fun.
You really are hooked on that mod.
Dude, they're just silly. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Imagine you get, like, the Shoshone border growth, right? But you get essentially higher than Polynesia culture bonuses early game because all of their culture bonuses come from meeting other civs and other city-states. So the more land they explore and the more people they meet, the higher your culture bonuses keep climbing. There's no shame in that, though. We've all had to do it.
To save scum a bit, try to give me technology. Yeah, no, that's something I like with Shoshone is they get that ability with their Pathfinder
pick
scouts.
your reward. Yeah, that is sick.
The Pathfinder scouts themselves are also pretty good because they're basically they're like scouts that act as warriors.
I generally just build warriors rather than scouts these days. It's only like one extra turn per unit, you know?
Yeah, well, especially if you have barbarians on. That difference is kind of worth it.
We are pleased to meet you.
Even if you don't, I find it tends to work out. Because rather than scouts getting upgraded to, not swordsmen, rather than scouts getting upgraded to warriors, you've got warriors getting upgraded to pikemen, the swordsmen, or archers. It's just kind of better across the board. And listen, I don't like this term save scum, okay? One of the best strategies that ever existed in playing Oblivion was just before you close the rift at the top of the tower, you save your game and you hit the rift and you wait to see what reward that it gives you at the end. And if you save scum that a little bit, combined with the Ring of Khajiit, there was another ring, I forget the name of it, but it was a combination of items and the sigil stones, and you could get, I think my record was 145% chameleon, which literally renders you impossible to everything but the flamey guard towers in Oblivion and bosses. Nothing else can see you. Not even sneaking, like just standing in front of them, nothing can see you. You just walk up and whomp anyone. It's fucking amazing.
I was telling Ark this because this guy just basically said what the same thing my strategy was with when I've played around with England. Playing when you rush towards optics and then you grab Great Light.
Careful, Rangi, you're self-reporting your strategy from last night.
Well, yeah, but I already did it.
Silent indrawn breath of, oh no, what did I just say?
No, it's like, oh no, and then it's like, no, wait, I already did it.
Hey, Ark.
Yeah, hey, Ark. But yeah, we literally already did it, so it's like, it's not like you can go and take Great Lighthouse back. Unless you take the city, I guess.
I don't care about Great Lighthouse. It doesn't fit with my plans in that game anyway. It would have been nice, but that's all.
Yeah, I'm playing on Prince right now because it's kind of like the middling kind of difficulty.
We've just gotten used to playing Prince while we were teaching Ark the game, and now we know we're going to be teaching Iron the game as well. There's no point in jumping up to higher difficulties yet. We'll just have to jump back down again.
Yeah, because we're teaching them. We've been getting a bunch of our friends into. If I remember correctly, I bought JL the game yesterday.
You did. You do remember correctly in that. Ark, I like that you say that, but I mean, we make great background noise when you're in the call as well.
Yeah. He doesn't have to jump in the call. He might be doing something.
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant he routinely gets distracted and does other things when he's in the call. But that's also a valid point. He could join us too. That's true. Get on in here and defend yourself, motherfucker.
No, you should not do that.
I think he's setting up the movie stream anyway.
Yeah, because I think he was doing something today. Yeah, I've got D&D later, but
Mac and Windows player can't play Civ 5. I would have thought Civ 5 would be far enough along that they would have been able to have compatibility then. It's not that old.
wait, Mac and Windows players can't play together. Damn, I guess we can't play with Iron then.
Well, he's just gonna have to go and buy himself a real big boy computer. If he asks me nicely, I'll send him over one of my laptops. The oldest one. Play it on a 64-bit processor. Good luck. Then again, Doom runs on a watch these days, so...
Yeah, no, it is kind of crazy when you look back just like what 10, 15 years ago even, and like what the story like. You ever have that thought when you're like, say, downloading an older game, and you're like, I can't believe this game is only like 2 gigabytes.
Yep. Yep. I still remember the day in the Net Cafe many, many years ago when we all collectively got horrified. We sat down for the games night on a Friday, and the first expansion pack for Diablo 2 had just released. And we were all like,
Would you be
I'm
interested
so
in a
old, chat,
trade
that we called
agreement
them
with
expansion
England?
packs back then, not DLC. But they just released Lord of Destruction, and we were all absolutely horrified because we couldn't believe that it was almost the same size as, I think it was like an 8 gig. I think it was like an 8 gig total base game and LOD, but we were like, holy crap, this thing's nearly the same size as the game. Oh my god. Now, of course, we're in the era of 180 gigs being relatively standard, depending on what you play. So,
God, can you imagine if you got the modern day equivalent of that? It's like you're playing like a God of War or something. You know, 150 gigabyte game, and then suddenly a expansion release is like, oh yeah, now the game's total size is 300 gigabytes.
it's only a matter of time, dude. Don't even joke.
Well, we'll have to raid Ark to steal the storage space needed to play game.
Speaking of Ark, he says that the game audio is significantly louder than we are. I wouldn't know because I have the stream audio muted.
Oh, oh wait, I know why. Okay. There we go.
We just get echoes if I have the stream audio on as well, so.
There. Did I ever tell you with Iron uh how he was originally recording audio? I'm sure I have.
Oh, you did, yeah. Good lord. I think I was there for a couple of those sessions.
Yeah, yeah, because it was like we did it, and it was like, oh, the audio is really shit though, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna run you through it and figure out what you're doing wrong. And that's also when we found out he had a Mac. But he's
Well, I mean, at least he's upgraded from the phone. It is a start.
but Chad, I probably have told this story once or twice on stream, but it's probably been enough time to explain it.
You tell that. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So, our friend Iron, he's a bit tech illiterate, right? And so he thought the best way to stream to record audio for his stream was to he was having us play through the speaker and just having his microphone record it. Yeah, rather than actually just having it capture the audio from the computer. It was ridiculous. Alright, let's see. What do I want to build?
What did I miss?
What?
What did I miss?
I told the story. Now I'm just trying to figure out what to build in Antium.
What up, fuckers?
Hey, we got an arc.
but yeah, Hark, you hadn't heard that story before?
Nope.
Yeah, because then I was like, why don't you just set it up like this? And then he's like, oh, but then how is it going to? I think he said then something akin to I don't remember what he. Oh right, then it was echoing, and he's like, well, how do I stop it from echoing? And I was just like, you just use headphones.
I feel like half the people we know have never heard the concept of like headphones.
Headphones?
We quite often have like audio issues with those guys.
Oh yeah, because a lot of people just don't like them because they're uncomfortable. I love
What kind of headphones have you guys
using
been wearing
earbuds.
that?
I
What kind
I
of headphones have you been wearing that they're uncomfortable? You know you can buy comfortable ones.
yeah,
I'm still using a pair of wired pods from like a 10-year-old phone. They're great.
you can even if you really feel uncomfortable with it, should I put a city over there or should I plop one down over here? There are mountains over here. I think sending a city over this way would probably be a good idea.
By the way, Rangi, just to let you know, the game audio from the stream is now basically non-existent. I don't know if that was intentional.
Yeah. Let me adjust that again. But yeah, it's gonna be really funny trying to teach Iron this game. Which I don't think it's gonna be too complicated because he's already playing Crusader Kings 3. I mean, that's more complicated than this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get around to that one of these days.
Forgot I even had the scouts running around. I usually just make one scout and just have them roam the earth. Oh, we found the Ottomans.
Yabancı. Ben Süleyman.
And the Japanese, apparently.
Alright, I'll probably just lock down this area. Probably plop it down. If you're two squares away from the mountain, you still get the benefits, right?
As long as it's within your territory, you do. You might have to buy a tile or two, but yes, two tiles distance, and it has to be in your territory.
Ooh, shit. Of course, naturally. Alright, let me send them over.
Well, you should be fine. Rome has it.
Gelin
Rome has it
pazarlığa
there at least.
tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
No. I love it when they give the embassy and they're like, we'll pay you to take this embassy. It's like, okay. Thing I like about embassies is it gives me the map.
Oh yeah, in a single player game, just let them hold off on writing and let them pay you. Just let the money keep going up.
True.
Dude, it can make a difference, honestly. Like a few of them will do like the one-off gold bonuses and they'll do a lesser turn one, but you can end up with like plus 18 per turn for like 20-30 turns single player, just getting embassies. It makes a surprising difference early on.
At least that seller was just yoinked like literally like right by my thing, so I can just send dudes.
Why'd you put barbarians on in a single player game anyway?
What?
Why'd you put barbarians on in a single player game anyway?
I think it makes it more exciting.
Fair.
But I hate it with barbarians when you have the barbarians that like they show up, they yoink your worker, and then they're just like you eventually find them on like the other side of the continent, and you're like, why were you over here near my city?
Have either of you experienced enough unhappiness to spawn your own barbarians yet?
We did do that a couple of times.
Actually, wait.
Yeah, I'm
Now that
pretty
you're
sure you
both
guys were
here,
there.
now yeah, I wasn't sure. Now that you're both here, Ark, do you remember? Was the you at war with everyone game streamed, or was it offline?
Pretty sure it was offline.
Actually, was
That
I
was
even in that game?
hilarious.
That might have been
No, I
one of the ones
don't
I
think
was
so. I
at
think it was
work
just
for.
me, Jake, and Dav.
Yeah, I think that was one of the ones I was at work. Dang.
I wanted to skip back over that. There was some really funny stuff in that. Oh well.
Alright. Do I want to go down that road? I think animal husbandry is probably a good idea. Because I probably do want to start getting some trade going.
Well, you'll want it for cattle, sheep, etc. as well.
Yeah, because that too, because I have a good bit of that around this mountain range. I should probably build a city up this way too. Because there's a lot of territory over there.
You should think about dumping one on the coast of England just to get a foothold over there.
Where is England?
Should be directly north of you, assuming I'm right about this.
I forgot you weren't talking about the civilization in England. Okay. They're in the game, so.
Right, yeah, right. No, I'm pretty sure I was right about where you are, though. That definitely looks like France, Spain.
Pretty good location for.
Well, you know, right beside the cradle of civilization. Could be worse.
I'm wondering if it's set up for close to accurate like spawn areas. No, because England would be up here then.
I think there's something we need to discuss while we have a moment.
Oh.
The the Black Cat reveal for Marvel Rivals.
Oh right. What is it with
yeah.
the character? What is it with the character designers and blonde women? Whoever's selecting them is like, I need to find all the hottest blonde women in Marvel and put them in the
Specifically, we need to address this because Black Cat does not have blonde hair, and she's not blonde-haired in the game. She has white hair.
same thing.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling everyone. I'm really blonde.
I mean, to be fair, it gives kind of the same effect as a blonde. Actually,
But the answer to your question is very simple. It's horny Asian devs.
that's true.
And there's nothing wrong with that, just in case anyone should think I was suggesting otherwise. If they want to be horny for hot blondes, more power to them.
I've been hearing about that Crimson Desert game.
Thou shalt not muzzle the
seems
ox
like
when he treadeth
case
out the
of-
corn.
It seems like a case of people either love it or hate it.
I keep hearing talk about how pretty it is, but no one's actually telling me anything about the gameplay or what it's supposed to be.
The only thing I've heard about it so far is that if you play as a hot chick, you will get stared at by the male characters, like the male NPCs.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Which
fine.
I think is, yeah, I think it's hilarious.
I kind of like that. That's a nice little detail.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that in like a Bethesda game as well. Like a big strapping
Pragmata
barbarian start
comes
walking
out.
down the street, and all the housewives just start going, "Ooh."
Pragmata
You
comes
guys-
out in 2 days. I pre-ordered that.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I'm kind of worried that like Capcom put all of their eggs in that particular basket, and that's kind of why RE9 suffered quite a bit. Like it feels very disjointed.
I'm thinking I put the new city maybe right here or maybe where these. If you put it on top of a thing with deer, do you get the benefits still?
Yeah, if you drop a city on any resource, you will automatically gain the resource that's on that. Like, if it's one of the layered things where it turns out that there's uranium mine underneath it later, you might have a problem, but otherwise you're fine.
Okay,
I have had to look into that one before.
Because the thing is, I'm thinking, and I'm like, I'd rather put it right here so that I have access to the sea still. But then that way, I'll also still have access to these whales, this gold, and these whales.
Dude, honestly, even if you had to sacrifice one of the deer there, you'd be fine. But no, you'll
That
still
is
get to that.
true. Look how much fucking animals are near here.
Yeah, you're not going to be short of food. It's dropping a city over there.
All right. And I'm gonna send them my settlers escorted. So
And you obviously want the whales. They are one of the most rare resources in the game.
that's
What
the thing.
time
The
are we
access to
doing
the
the other
sea is
thing,
good.
Uh, in about an hour and 40 minutes.
Alright, just checking.
Yep.
Rangi, will you still be streaming or will you be joining us for a movie?
I'll probably still be streaming. I've got until 4 to be able to stream.
Right.
I want to take advantage of that.
I get it. Speaking of which, weren't you on 67 subs like half an hour ago?
I was on 69.
Oh, alright, I miscounted.
Nice.
Never mind.
Sometimes I pick up stuff, and sometimes I don't. I haven't been as consistent as I usually am, so that's probably why I dropped one, because I was at 70 for a little bit.
Well, I certainly can't judge you for inconsistent streaming.
A lot of it's just been like busy, and then sometimes it's just motivation, you know, like do I feel like being in front of people right now?
I know exactly what you mean.
Do I feel like dealing with that asshole Dick?
Yeah, I mean, he's tiresome.
He smells too.
So bad you can even get it over a microphone.
Exactly.
That's a unique kind of stench right there. Like foul all run. If any of chat or future chat ever get that reference.
Oh, okay. I was like confused.
It's a character from the Discworld who smells so bad that his stink, it's literally known as capital S stench, and it's basically its own character.
I mean, I could also go for Jurgen, who's still serving with a certain commissar.
I feel like this is a 40k reference that I'm just not getting.
Yes, it is. Have you seen or have you read the Cypress Kane novels?
I have not. I have 3 of them in omnibus. Like, sorry, I have 3 omnibus editions of them, and I have them all digital as well. But I haven't gotten around to them yet.
Yeah, Jurgen is Kane's attendant. He's also a blank, and he's notable for having a particular stench.
I see. No, I haven't gotten around to Kane yet. I don't really. I'm almost put off doing any more of like the individual perspective books because Eisenhorn is just so good.
Kane is a lot more humorous. Basically, if you were to like put any other way, Kane. A lot of people consider the Kane novels to be kind of the 40k equivalent of the Gottschalk and Felix ones.
That makes sense to me. It was Abnett wrote Kane, wasn't it?
Was it him? I think it might have been. Let me double check. I don't know off the top of my head.
Hang on. I can check that.
No, Sandy Mitchell
Hmm.
seems to have wrote the bulk of them.
Reminds me, I need to move stuff around in my Google Drive. What was I talking about adding for you guys last night?
I don't remember. I know you were swapping out, I think, Invincible for something, but...
Yeah, I think I'll swap out Invincible and Nuke a break. It'll give me a bit of room. Alright, well, we don't have to figure it out now. It's fine. Alright, Back in a minute, boys. I'm doing some chores at the moment. I'll have to take a couple of breaks here and there.
Is that
Won't
what
be
we're
long.
calling it nowadays?
I'm actually fighting my washing machine. It's being a bit of an ass.
Are you winning?
I'll tell you in about 5 minutes.
Alright, let's go ahead and build a granary. I don't really have much that benefits from a granary. Maybe a shrine. Probably a good idea. Start the religion stuff. So I can get Pantheons.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Alright. Always worried that's gonna come through.
Sarangi, I feel like we haven't properly talked about One Piece Season 2 yet.
Oh,
Certainly not on stream.
well, yeah, because we were planning content for that, about that, and then it just never happened.
Yeah, it's unfortunately personal stuff has been getting in the way.
Yep. But yes, I was very pleased with it.
Yeah,
I thought Wapol was not as interesting of a villain as
Arlong?
Arlong. Yeah. Well, I didn't. It's a case of I really liked it, and I really liked the Trapper stuff. But Arlong is just such a good fucking bad guy. He's so easy to like hate. He's so.
Yeah. The problem is, and I'm not gonna try not to get into adaptation arguments, but excuse me. He very clearly isn't meant to be final season or final episode level boss. He's just meant to be like he's meant to be like just the villain for those couple of episodes.
Yeah, Wapol. Yeah, he's literally just a petty tyrant. That's all he is.
Yeah, which kind of becomes a running theme in One Piece. But
How long was I gone before we started talking about One Piece?
About a minute.
84 years.
Yeah, they both sound about right.
I'll avoid anything major for the sake of those in chat who haven't seen it yet, and Dake, who has agreed to watch it with me now.
I remembered. It's all right.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I really liked it. I would go so far as to say that aside from the dialogue and a couple of other things, I would go so far as to say that this season was better than season 1. I thought it was way better paced overall. I thought Chopper's backstory like had me emotionally gripped from basically start to finish.
Have the annoying droid from Rebels in that show?
No, they have a adorable CGI creature. We'll get there when we get there.
All right. Although now it just made me angry thinking about Rebels.
Fair,
To
you
be fair,
should.
Rebels came after Chopper.
Show is so bad.
Oh, don't remind me. Even like someone who kind of likes the Clone Wars, you'd never catch me saying it was good though. It, it was so clear that Disney just wanted the Clone Wars, but for babies.
Well, they got it, and they managed
Yeah.
to shit on just about everything in the meantime while they were doing it. People talk about Akbar getting done dirty in the movies. Motherfuckers, Akbar got done dirty in that show. He didn't even get to build the damn B-Wing anymore. Now some random fucking hobo Mon Calamari on a desert planet for some reason, because that makes sense. Fuck off.
Yeah. Well, the fish. What you don't think a fish man should be from a desert planet?
I have been reading comics for far too long for me to see that as anything other than wanton silliness. Like, I require a great deal of water to live. Great, fine. I will live on a desert planet. Okay, that's tantamount to suicide. No, I will survive. Okay, that's really bad writing. Fine.
The thing is, you could have a justification for him being on the desert planet too. It could be like, oh, he's in hiding.
Good. You could make, yeah, like he could be in exile. He could be he could have been a fallen calamari Jedi. You could have done anything, and instead it's like, what is he? No, he's the new guy who does a B-wing. It's like, okay, why's he got to be calamari? Oh, because we know they did it. We just don't want it to be Akbar. Like, oh, okay, you're okay, right. Then they did the same thing with the A-wing. Really annoyed about that one. Good old Jan Dodonna getting shafted without lube on that one. And then they did possibly the stupidest, most offensive thing of all, where a Twi'lek and a human can not only now procreate, which they absolutely cannot, but the Twi'lek's skin color somehow becomes the hair color of the half-human child? What?
That's a bit silly.
I mean, Star Wars, even the EU was very, very clear. Like, basically no non-human and human species can procreate. Like, there's next to no half-breeds. It just isn't possible.
Or if they will,
went,
it'll be a rare. If they can, it would be a rare exception.
Extremely rare, yeah. No.
Or it'll be like, oh, this race is basically like Star Trek aliens, where it's like this race is basically human, but
well, not even like in Star Wars, humans are humans. Like that's it. They are human. They're not some made up like mad sci-fi species. They're just straight up humans. They're just not from Earth because there is no Earth in Star Wars. Like they are humans and other species are other species, and like most of them cannot crossbreed.
Would you
Like
be
the vast
interested in a trade
majority. Like you're not going to find a
agreement with
half Wookiee, half Ewok out there. There's no half Deveronian, half Hutt slithering, limping, wobbling around out there. You know what I mean? It's obvious.
and it feels like a lot of it is.
Filoni watched Star Trek that one time and got turned on by green birds, so.
You made an instrument to know.
Filoni making a weird decision based off his
Personal horniness? Yes, I know. Strange.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Speaking of Ahsoka.
I share two passions in life with that man, and it offends me in both. Star Wars and cowboy hats. And I know both of them better than he does.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward that like you look at Ahsoka in the original show. A lot of people like say, "Oh, Lucas is the one who wanted her in the basically a bikini," but no, Filoni basically had control over those scenes.
But I was gonna say, and also, I'm sorry, but let's say George Lucas was. Do you really think that he? Do you really think anyone was it like George?
Yeah.
14. You think
If they
somebody
couldn't,
wasn't like
if they
that?
couldn't persuade him Jar Jar was a bad idea, they didn't have much chance with the boob tube. Jar Jar is the key to all this. No, George, you're eating the wrong mushrooms.
Let the man eat his mushrooms. I don't mind the prequels that much, to be honest. I don't like them, but I have an appreciation for them because they came out when I was a kid, and they were the first.
I
They
can
were
live with them.
the first Star Wars movies I ever watched. Did you not wait? Did I ever tell you, Dick, how I hadn't actually watched the full series of Star Wars until like a few years ago?
You did, and I pointed out that you haven't watched the Ewok movies, so you still haven't.
Yeah, but I mean the full trilogy, the original trilogy.
Eh, I've given up being disappointed in people nowadays. It's alright.
Well, it's literally a case of I'd seen some scenes of Empire, but I hadn't seen the whole movie, and then eventually I just watched it with a friend. Because I do watch movies with a friend every week, so.
Real life friends? We don't do that here.
You're right, it's not allowed. Damn, I guess you gotta get the host pipe. I'm sorry.
Oh well. It is my mission in life. Time for a wampum. I've been rereading Kevin J. Anderson's Saga of Seven Sons, and something I'd forgotten about came up in the last couple of books. They've started referring to robots as clankers. I thought you guys would get a laugh out of that.
That is funny. Well, it's such a natural slur for robots.
I'd completely forgotten it was included in this series. Made me laugh when I saw it, though. And it is as you do, it's like proper goddamn clankers. Yeah, I wonder how I can persuade everyone to read those books.
Well,
Good question.
I would like to point out that you might want to keep that in your back pocket because One Piece Season 3 is confirmed for next year. So.
How quickly can you read 10 books?
Well, I'm still making my way through Calamity, so depends on the book, I guess.
I don't know how much of a sci-fi guy you are. I don't know if this would appeal to you or not.
I like my sci-fi. Just there's very few types of sci-fi I don't.
Well, the Saga of Seven Sons and the Saga of Shadows, the sequel trilogy, are kind of... I suppose I would describe them as like... soft sci-fi space opera?
Okay.
It's kind of hard to like they don't go heavy into the science stuff. They do kind of gloss over. I don't know why I keep saying they when it should just be he. He does kind of gloss over, the harder science parts of things, but they're very engaging, and it's a much bigger story than you actually understand it to be. It just kind of keeps growing and surprising you, and I like that. I like it a lot. Some really good characters as well.
There you are, England.
Kevin J. Anderson was not only the guy who wrote the Dune sequels and prequels with Frank Herbert's son Brian, he is also the guy who wrote the Jedi Academy trilogy for the Star Wars EU back in the day.
Oh. ちゃんと聞いておる。
Or to put it another way, Timothy Zahn wrote the first sequel and he wrote the second one. He was the guy who invented Luke's Academy, put it on Yavin.
Selamlar.
I like Anderson, he's a good writer.
Yeah, Japan is guarded, so in like 10 turns or so, there's gonna be a problem. Maybe 20.
Guarded doesn't always lead to a problem, it just means that you've had an issue. Like, it can be clawed back. Just do a decent trade with them.
They don't have anything.
Oh.
Well, give them something. Doesn't have to be good. Just take something they have that you don't particularly need. Give them like 2 gold per turn or 1 gold per turn and one of your luxury
No, they
resources.
literally don't have anything.
Oh, all right. Well,
I gave them accept embassy.
well, it's a start.
I'm working on the wheel now because I have enough civs to kind of need. I probably am gonna want to put a. I'm probably gonna want to put a another city between Rome and Cumae. Probably somewhere around here.
Randy, you're forgetting lag. When you were saying here, I was still looking at Oda.
Okay. I'm circling it. You'll see it. But there's a thing of wine over here that I could probably scoop up.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of with roads, and do I really want a massive road going around this
Well, you're
curve?
gonna end up with one. You're gonna end up with one anyway.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna have it, I might as well have the city.
But that's true, and coastal production certainly won't hurt you. If you plonk one, so like the tile directly left of the wine, right on the coast.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. That's where I was thinking of putting it.
Yeah, and you could put another, like, see where your worker is, right on the coast beside the fish?
Yeah.
You could put another one right there and just lock down that route completely.
Oh no.
Not immediately now, but like ultimately, because it'll give you the gold in the mountains as well.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to get a great lighthouse. I don't think I'll have time with it.
And that's the thing about Wonders, you got to figure like what will be ultimately most used to you. It's not always going to be the same set in every game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you
very.
got to adjust. You got to adjust on the fly now and then.
Yeah, it's very dependent. We're going to do trapping because obviously we're gonna do trapping. I benefit so much from trapping with that city.
Well, you'll need it. You'll need it for luxuries later anyway. Like you'll need it for furs. You'll need it for truffles. You'll need it for Come on, brain. What's the other one? No, I don't remember. There is another one, but I can't think of it.
Fuck. I kind of had a feeling that I would be able to get that.
What did you not get?
They stole Temple of Artemis from me. I was a bit too late starting to build it, so I'm not surprised.
Temple of Artemis is survivable.
Yep.
Did you get the mausoleum?
I could get the mausoleum, but the biggest problem is I don't benefit at all from it. But I guess well, I guess I benefit from the 100 gold each time a great person is expended.
Not just that, you're playing single player, so if you get that and the gold every time a city converts, I'm not sure how it works or why it does, but it bumps up to 300 every time a great person is used.
Oh, fair.
Which is super worthwhile if you're going to be religiously inclined. Like, here's my great prophet, here's my great prophet, here's my great prophet, here's my great prophet, and now here's my great prophet. I guess that joke didn't really work audio only.
I mean, it is kind of funny to think about. Also, I'm gonna go ahead
The idea was that you were counting, so 4 would be like, and that's him used up, and now I make money.
Oh no, that does make sense.
Can't remember if it works with scientists and engineers. I think it does. You're awfully quiet, Ark.
There we go. I'll have to put those guys in cavalry.
I'm just doom scrolling.
See?
listen to some music.
I didn't know you'd opened up the Discord stream, you sneaky fucker.
I told you I did.
Well, in that case, I didn't hear you. I still blame you. There we go. Now I can see in real time.
I'd forgotten I opened it too, to be fair. But yeah, I'm also worried. The other reason I'm planning a city there is because I'm also worried that England is going to plop a city there.
I would... I need to take a better look at the map to see where they might go next.
I mean, they could also go down this way near Budapest.
Would think they will probably go for either the ivory or the... Oh no, they have the ivory. They'll probably go for the salt next.
Yeah, that's what
Salt
I'm
and
thinking.
wine. But I think you want to lock down that wine quick.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. That's the thing. I'm partially wondering if I shouldn't swap from the mausoleum to build the cellars now. Let me check how many turns that would be. 6.
How much to purchase one?
500. I have 327 and plus 6 gold.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, I have enough for my Pantheon. This is probably an important thing to think about.
Religious settlements.
True. I mean, that is just the best one.
It's the most consistently useful one, yeah.
Yeah. And you put that on the Shoshana and it's just insane.
Yes, it is.
It's just, yeah. How dare you settle a city on my border? On my borders. Your borders are like the entire map. Exactly.
You may settle on the moon.
Yeah, fuck off. I'm also gonna build writing because at some point I'm probably gonna want to build a library in the main. Oh, yep, Wondercucked. Again.
What'd they get? I was putting a cigarette out. I wasn't.
They got the mausoleum.
Well, that makes the settler decision easy.
I was gonna say I started building it too late. I had a feeling. Yep. Yeah, though I'm building the cellar and then I'm building the watermill.
How many civs you got in this game, anyway?
It should be, I think, 12. It's
And you've only
the
met
huge map.
2. Interesting. I wonder who else you've got.
Yeah, because I've only met 3 of them.
Hello
The
again.
others are probably on another continent.
Go ahead.
Oh, I should probably go check on Japan.
Oh,
That's why
Sucky
Japan
Sine.
doesn't like me, because I'm so much farther ahead. They have like -1 gold, and they don't have any resources.
You could always be really nice and just give him dyes for free for 30 turns.
I might, because nobody has any resources. The only other people that have any resources is England anyway, and they don't have enough money for me to be interested.
so
Well, that'll go some way towards changing his mood anyway.
Yep.
That plays out for the full 30 turns. He should become neutral at least.
I am probably gonna start sending this this spearman back over here, this way, I was only sending him over just in case he needed to bail out that other German.
Lighthouse, Rangi. Lighthouse or granary? Well, in this case, granary, actually. You've only got one ocean tile so far.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, I'll eventually want Lighthouse because I'm going to eventually have 2 sources of whales, but... Which I think is very funny with... If we assume
Lighthouse
this
will
is
help you with
England.
whales.
He who
I believe you get the benefit just for every sea resource, every sea
Oh,
tile.
for every ocean tile that you work, yeah.
Yeah, so getting whales is yeah.
Yeah, it will ultimately benefit, yeah, towards food. I thought you meant in terms of the whales specifically. I was like, but no, that's workboats.
Also, go ahead and just buy a library. And I think construction is going to help me a lot because lumber mills. Also, having a Colosseum built in Rome, probably a good idea to do that early so that I can build other Colosseums as I need them.
True. And to answer your earlier question, I wouldn't say that I'm winning with the washing machine, but I would say we have established a sort of uneasy détente.
All right, we are starting on the water. No, and I'm also beginning to work on the city connection.
Gotta have them roads.
I'm one of the most wonderful people. I agree.
The last time I got that in a single player game playing Parody the other day was 29. I think the next closest was 3. But you do get to that point with your cities and with your research level where you're just like, well, I guess everyone can just build a fucking wonder then.
Yep. Wait, why am I building a tree room there? I don't think I selected that.
As long as you remember to stack the military ones in one city, you're fine.
Actually, it probably is a good idea to have one though. Because I can at least have that start exploring a bit.
Rangi, you went all of the way through Liberty before you even looked at tradition.
I tend to do that. I start one and I finish one and then I start the other.
I understand now how you got Wondercooked twice.
What do I want? Merchant, engineer, scientist.
Profit.
Profit? Okay, that's probably a good idea actually. Because I'm already...
Found the religion now, let it spread quick.
I like both of these, to be honest. Initiation rights
is great.
Yeah, initiation rate has quicker, like, earlier game bonuses. Church property has really good bonuses as you go.
Initiation rights, if I remember correctly, is the one that stacks with great profits.
That is true.
I'm pretty sure.
Kind of. You get gold when each city first converts to this religion. So when you play as aggressively as I tend to do. Oh, but Tithe is also good. +1 gold for every 4 followers of this religion. Long
That's
term
true.
wise,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Actually, that one's better than church property. Long term. You get a city with 12 population. Then let me glance. I usually like things like the mosques, pagodas, and monasteries. Those ones are actually really useful ones.
I would recommend either Feed the World or Swords into Plowshares.
Swords into Plowshares is a good one.
Remember, the apple growth rate means the population, though, not the borders. But it is a good one. And Feed the World, obviously, is very useful in like desert or island situations. But it's just useful everywhere as well.
Yeah.
They're basically both population growth bonuses.
True. Religious community is one of those ones that I think it could be useful, but the problem is its cap is way too low for it to be.
The cap is low, and not only that, it's very fluid because if you start getting converted or you're having someone else having an aggressive religious war with you, like the way you and I sometimes play, then obviously like it's very well fluid. It's a very up and down number.
Yeah, I don't think I need Feed the World, but having the population growth rate would be nice.
I'm picturing Ark silently sitting behind his screen, just looking at his phone, scrolling TikTok or some shit, just absorbing all this careful Civ 5 knowledge. He's
I am
pretending he's not paying
actively,
attention, but he's actually filing it all away carefully so he can beat us all.
I am actively insulted. Do you think I would ever scroll TikTok?
Well, I
That's
don't know
fair.
what you're doom scrolling. I know you don't use Twitter, so after that, it's anyone's guess. And besides,
He's
if
doom
I said Instagram,
scrolling.
you probably would have been more insulted.
He's doom scrolling people shit talking One Piece live action.
He probably is, actually. This is very on brand.
He didn't
By
deny it.
doom scrolling, he means in other servers having flame wars.
True.
And I'm not doing squad anymore. I'm working server issues, unfortunately.
Ah,
Because why would anything ever be easy? Why can't things just work?
I can tell you've never watched Andromeda. The tagline of the main character for the entire run of the show is, "It's never easy." And he's right. It's not. It's a good show, actually. I should definitely make you guys watch that. What was the deal I made from One Piece?
An hour of Civ last night.
Oh, that was a stupid deal. What was I thinking? Rangi, why didn't you stop me? Because you were drunker than I was. That's why. Okay, fair enough. Good answer.
I was gonna say, wait, why would I stop you?
You could have just not said anything and let me get you out of that one without you saying a word. And then you had to just open your mouth and throw yourself under the bus.
Well, no, you were also right. I was drunker than you.
Well, not today. I am fortified. I am prepared. I have slept. I have eaten. I have engaged in a metaphysical wrestling machine with my fucking washing machine. Metaphysical wrestling match with my washing machine. That makes more sense. I hate this thing, I swear to God. I actually hate it. Caused me nothing but grief. Is this my most grown-up complaint of all time? How much I hate my washing machine? It might be.
Probably. I mean, Look, it's unionizing, so I understand.
I don't think it's unionizing so much as it's rebelling.
You see, I'm looking at Turkout Army and it's like, it's not useful at all. Well, I don't have enough units to make... Well, it duplicates workers too, doesn't it?
No, military only. So
Oh.
it'll duplicate scouts and any military units you have. I don't think
I
it
don't have
counts
enough.
for navy. I'm pretty sure it's land only.
Land units, yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
it's
the way
just not
I,
useful.
for instance, the way I play Polynesia, where I'll send out like 6 scouts before I even build a monument. I will genuinely do that with Polynesia. That way, obviously, it can be very useful because they get a few runes, they get a few upgrades, and suddenly you've got a fucking giant army.
I think I'll just focus on buildings for now.
That reminds me, the team game I was playing on my own machine the other day, Ark. I played Parody and I teamed with Polynesia. You should have seen this Polynesia AI, man. They were far more aggressive than you or I have ever been. By the time I was up to 4 cities, I believe they had 14, and I am not exaggerating.
Jeez.
Jesus, that's
Yeah, no, I swear to God, it was like an insect hive just swarming. It was just like every time I glanced over, they had 3 or 4 more cities, and then they started going to war with city-states. For some reason, they had a real beef with Riga. They kept going to war with Riga and getting their ass kicked, and I was allied with Riga. So every time my fucking teammate went to war with Riga, I'd get dragged into the war. Either way. So all my
Yeah.
walls would explode, release a shower of titans. I'd rebuild the walls, make peace, only for the asshole to declare war on someone else, so all of my walls would explode, and I'd have another shower of titans. Oh my god. Nightmare.
That is
Fun,
funny.
but nightmare. Oh, like it was really funny. At one point, my upkeep... I think I figured out how this happened, but like, basically, the asshole managed to get 3 different wars declared in the space of like maybe 15 to 20 turns. So my walls exploded. I think I had 10 cities at that point. So my walls exploded and I got an announcement of you have 20 pure titans. I'm like, alright, that's fine. I can kick half the world's ass with that. Then I rebuild the walls. I make peace with that asshole. But just before I make peace with that asshole, Brains decides to kick off another fucking war. So all the walls I've just rebuilt now explode, and I get another share of 20 pure titans. So I now have just shy of 40 because a few have died. This repeats another 2 times in the
Would
cycle,
you be interested in a trade
to the point where I was
agreement with
paying
England?
nearly 800 upkeep per turn. Those wall titans are a great resource in terms of fighting, but holy crap do they cost you.
Petra has been built in a faraway land.
That's not good news.
That is definitely not good news.
Rangi, I suggest you pivot your strategy accordingly. If the bots are going to be like this, then there's only one thing you can do. Pivot to military and teach them the error of their ways.
That is true. I just have to find whose ass I'm kicking first.
Just assume everyone's and you'll be right.
I mean, to be fair,
Once you get far enough along in the warmonger penalties, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, oh no, the rest of you hate me. Whatever will I? Oh well.
True. I mean,
I love
I
when you
probably
accidentally
am
get
going to
dragged into a
start
domination
pivoting
game.
towards military. I just, you know, what am I?
Get them barracks built. The XP buildings are way more important than the walls are.
True. I have barracks in both Antium and Rome. So, where did my? Why are you guys over there?
I think that's a different unit.
No, it has to be the same unit. Because the other unit is over here. The other spearmen are over here.
See, this is the other bonus of locking down your route with the road. Less barbarians will spawn.
True.
And actually,
I mean, I'm gonna build the road out there soon.
well, don't be silly about it. When you do decide to build the road, do it the smart way. Just build or buy a worker in QMA and just tell them to build it the whole way to fucking Rome. And they will start the road, they will follow the track, and other workers, when they come off doing stuff, will join them and keep doing sections of it.
Yeah, that's what I did with I roamed to Antium. I just put a worker, one of the new workers from Pyramids over there.
Yeah, just give them the line and let the others join them on the path as they become free. It's the easiest and generally quickest way to get it done. The only time I break that is if I have a particular plan in mind for where I'm going to put cities, and I will sometimes preemptively build the roads to the cities before the cities get built. But that's obviously risky, because if that gets discovered, suddenly you've given potential enemies a highway directly into your capital.
Yep, yep.
So it's an entertaining way to play, but it's very risky. If you're playing continents and it's a case of you have a continent to yourself, then obviously experiment away. But otherwise, be careful. Hope you're writing all of this down, Ark. Hope there's a notepad slowly getting filled up with pithy wisdom from me and Rangi. And Dav, actually. After all,
And
how are you supposed to lord it over Iron if you're not listening now?
Bro, we have to
I
consider this in the context of bullying Iron.
I would say I'm not too concerned about Iron, but that I would be lying.
I felt like you had more to say there and you just kind of trailed off.
Hmm?
No.
Someday
I'm
we
trying
gotta
to-
play cards. Someday we gotta play cards against each other across the table. I'm gonna take all of your money away. You've got the worst poker face in the world, and I can't even see your face.
A, that's true. B, no, genuinely, I had nothing more to say.
Rangi, build a workboat at Kume. What are you doing?
I am. I am.
Sorry, chat. I've got to bounce because I have stuff to set up. But I will see you all.
Didn't you
when
say we were doing at 11?
Yeah, I've got some shit set up beforehand.
Yeah,
Alright, no worries.
Kume has a workboat being built already. I've been
I'm
building
not
it for
seeing it.
like 10 turns.
You really need to get that other settler up and get that gold locked down.
Oh, you think I should put a city up there?
No, I mean, not that gold, the lower down one.
Oh.
The mount. Okay, hang on. Why am I pointing at the screen? You can't see me. That one, yeah.
Oh, you're right. I probably should plop a city over there.
Because you lock that on the coast, you get the gold, because you'll get the natural expansion. No one's going to pop a city right beside that mountain. They're just not going to do it.
I can also get that second dies too.
Maybe.
No,
It
it's
looks
already in their territory.
Well, that's not a guarantee. You might be able to push them back, but don't count on it.
Yeah,
But the gold,
okay.
the
Well,
gold, the land to expand on, and the locking down the road is well worth it. And you can afford it gold and happiness wise right now. It's just time to get the settler, that's all. But again, it helps secure barbarians from spawning as well.
yeah, because I probably do need to lock those down.
Yeah, it looks like the game is kind of pushing you into locking this territory in, but I mean, that's not a bad thing.
I mean, yeah, it's a case of I do need to anyway. Yeah, I figured Terracotta Army was gonna be used before it's useful.
It nearly always is. It's the way the bots play. I need to get a drink. I'll be right back. Oh dear. Oh chat, what a game you did miss last night.
Oh no, it's
JL,
it's always a blast.
interrupting us every 2 or 3
Oh,
minutes.
hey, Carrion is in that.
Dav wouldn't stop talking about his penis.
Carrion's also talking about Total War Warhammer 40k, which I forgot it was gonna exist. How do you feel about that?
I've kind of been waiting for it for a long time since they started doing the fantasy series. I don't know why it took them so long.
Well, yeah, it's because Total War doesn't know how to use how ranged units work, and they're probably worried. And they were probably worried.
I figured they're going to end up making a much more comprehensive, much more pretty, and much more updated version of Dawn of War, to be honest. But I mean, there's not much you can do. Like, it's...
I mean,
Total
hey,
War's strength has always been its inbuilt mechanics and its kind of fluidity in those. You know, they've always stuck to core ways that the game works, mostly, especially in terms of the battles. Adapting that to 40k, I mean... You don't have a lot of options, right? You basically can adopt a kind of existing RTS game and try to slot it in as best you can. Or you can try and make up a whole new one that also includes, somehow, all the aerial and space combat. Now, I'd love to see someone make the new thing where it actually manages to incorporate all of it, like I don't know, a Just Cause of 40k, where it somehow has the RTS elements as well. Like, I'd be down for it. I'm just not sure how you'd make it.
yeah,
I'd love to play it.
it's a bit of a high bar to do because you'd have to make it so expansive. I mean, the way I think the Total War game is gonna do it, yeah, it's what you said. I think it's basically gonna be similar to like Dawn of War.
I mean, yeah, it'll be effectively modern Dawn of War through a Total War lens. I mean, there's not much else they can really do without trying to create a whole new genre that, I mean, they could, but I can understand why they don't, because there's just not enough people who'd spend money on it. It sucks, but it's the way it is.
Ah, well, Byzantium.
Well, hang on. Now that I say that, actually, Empire at War managed this idea in a very simple way back in the day.
Μέλημα.
Wouldn't be that hard to switch that over to 3D.
Νεφίλτατος.
You'd have to rework all the aerial stuff to actually make them be controllable. But... maybe it could be done. And that'd be a good system to do it in as well. Like, you scroll into the planet, select the army, go down to the battlefield, fight the battlefield as the commander, or even zoom in as a single character. Like, what else did that? Total Annihilation mods did that for a while, and that's Jesus, that's got to be 23, 24 years ago now.
Byzantium seems to be pretty well off. They're if I have to worry about anyone, I think right now, it's gonna be them.
I have to teach you Total Annihilation, Rangi. Actually, you'd like that game, I think. I think you'd be entertained by it. There are only two factions, and they are both robots who hate each other.
You know, that's probably a good thing to build legions, because they can build roads.
Can they?
They can.
It makes sense, but I didn't know it. I never even thought of that. How did I never think of that? Oh, Carry On says a Battlefront style game in the 40k universe. Yeah, that'd work. That's pretty similar to the Empire at War model.
Oh yeah, I'm more interested in the Militarum anyway. That is my fact. Well, it's Militarum, and I also really like the Sisters of Battle actually. I wish the Sister of Battle they would increase the range of them though. That's kind of the big thing well, it's funny too because you always have the female Space Marines argument coming up, and I'm thinking like just expand the range of Sisters of Battle, or add more variants of them, and I think that's better than having female Space Marines.
Anything is better than having female Space Marines.
Yeah, but people always say it's because they're the poster boys of the franchise, whatever that fucking means.
Does that mean that if Nurgle disciples were the... Never mind.
You know what? You can have a female Nurgle disciple. They are not limited to by gender.
Yeah. It's funny how the only ones that are kind of limited by gender and still remotely human are the only ones that the women and gays wanted to take. Anyway.
Wait, what do you mean? There's another one that's limited by gender. The Sisters of Battle.
I meant species. Well, not species, I suppose. Space Marines are kind of their own thing. They are technically human.
But the other thing with it is... But yeah, Black Templars, although... Okay, I respect it. They're not my favorite Space Marine faction, but my favorite is the... my favorite Space Marines are the White Scars.
I want to draw attention to something in the current lore that everyone seems to be somehow overlooking, and I don't get it. And it really, really bugs me, because I think it's immensely fascinating, and everyone's like, it means nothing. It's like, it does not. The Primaris Marines were made from the gene seeds of all 20 legions. That's what fuckface scientists said. That's what's been repeated several times. All 20.
But that sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, I mean, think it through, though. That means that, okay, so the two erased legions are both represented in there, so are Horus's wolves. To say nothing of everyone else who fell afterwards. It's like, yeah, maybe you didn't want to, I don't know, do all of that.
Are you sure we should be using the fucking Thousand Suns gene seed? Do you know what happened to the Thousand Suns?
Does this seem like the best idea to you?
Well, Thousand Suns is the one that actually is probably the worst to use for this, because
I don't know, man. Luna Wolves.
Well, no, the Thousand Suns literally had a mutation in their gene seed that made them like mutate.
No, they weren't the only ones though. The Blood Angels had that too.
Yeah, but mutate in a different way. Like, I'm like, is that a good idea to use their gene seed?
I like that they did the new lore, I do. I like that they kept expanding things, they found an interesting way to go, but I think they made a big mistake with the Emperor.
They've made a few.
Well, the two biggest, like, fandom driving questions in 40k for a long, long time have effectively been, is the Emperor actually dead? And B, is the Emperor the fifth Chaos God? And they have answered both of those questions quite unceremoniously, really, in just the one conversation that the Emperor has with... I'm getting tired and sleepy now. Come on, brain. Ultramarine man. Gaemon. So I don't know. I think they took a lot of the mystique out of the universe when they did that. And a lot of people aren't too mad about the new Crusades, Gaemon being back, the other Primarchs coming back, the Primaris Marines. I want to see it all come together in a good story. I'm just concerned that GW have once again forgotten that the books drive the games these days. It's not the other way around, and it hasn't been for a very, very long time. So when they ignore the lore in favor of just pushing out a new thing and going, hey, here's like 2 blurbs in a magazine this week, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, you could have had a good author write that, but alright.
To be fair, how many? Well, like Black Library has some good writers, but it's like,
It does indeed.
but it's like, the problem is they don't ever allocate. Well, they have a lot of good writers, and then they have a lot of really shit ones.
They play the same way that the Star Wars and Star Trek EU used to. Like they'll let people pitch stories and then fit them in, or sometimes they'll select people to write stories that they had kind of generally planned. It can be a bit slapdash.
They also have a lot of writers who are very good at writing like 1 or 2 factions, but then they constantly put them on other books outside of the niche that they're good at.
Yep.
Fucking,
You know the one industry that happens in most, actually? This may surprise you. But like unsuited writers, like people who are good at what they do, just being unsuited to one particular person. Wrestling.
Yeah, that probably, that doesn't surprise me.
There are many, many famous examples of such. Sorry, I have wrestling a bit in the brain. I've been talking to Madcap a lot lately. And I was looking for ebook backups that I had on an older computer, and I actually found the drafts folder for back when I used to do wrestling reviews. It was quite nostalgic. Haven't seen those things in 12 years. Amazingly, very little has changed. Rangi, you know that Trireme is going to ultimately get its ass kicked by just sitting there trading fire with 2 land
Well,
units,
that's why
right?
I told it to just continue exploring.
Well, at least your gold has jumped back up.
Oh yeah, I've got gold. The gold is going well. Problem with Games Workshop is that they will say one thing is canon and then change it a year later. So I don't take much stock in what they say with regards to the status. The other thing is they don't really seem to have a. This is something I don't. Somebody pointed it out to me at some point. It's one of the things that Games Workshop is really bad at as far as consistency is just kind of logistics and things like that. It'll be like space battles will work one way in one book, and then they'll like be entirely flipped on its head. Sometimes they're like brutal slugfests that could go for days or weeks. Sometimes they're done. They're really quick exchanges that are done in a matter of moments, and every second counts.
This is the nature of warfare, though.
Yeah, but it'll always be like little things like that, and yeah, Games Workshop also. I think the problem is I know that inevitably Games Workshop is because it's been getting more and more mainstream. So it's going to go the Star Wars route of becoming shit. It is. It's inevitable.
You hope it goes the Star Wars route, because the other option is it goes the Star Trek route, and then you're really fucked.
Yes.
Carry on. We're in Iron server together, aren't we? I think. Hit me
Huh?
up in there, and I'll talk to you about Black Library ebooks. I have a bit of a stock of them, you might say.
Oh yeah. I was trying to sell you on the Kaiser's Kane, and honestly, Kane's novels. Kane is. I think you'd really like him as a character. He's kind of
You don't have
the
to sell me on it, Rangi. I have almost the entire Black Library basically at my fingertips. I just need the free time to actually settle down and dig into it as a universe, rather than just like the pieces I've read. Because I've done Eisenhorn several times. I love Eisenhorn. I did Ravenor. I've done probably about 2/3 of Gaunt's Ghosts. I mean, they've probably released a bit more since the last time I did it, and I've done most of the Horus Heresy and the first chunk of the New Crusade. And there's been some like other stuff here and there along the way. But like, I mean, I've read a good bit of it. But I'm much more into the books than I am into the game. I don't even know where my army is anymore. Technically, I have like a 1200 point Dark Eldar army here somewhere, but fuck if I know where.
Dark Eldar. That seemed like a weird choice for you.
I was given it.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
I actually wish I could find it. I have a friend who's gotten very, very into Warhammer and painting Warhammer, so if I could find it, I'd give it to him just to play.
It might be a good idea for me to lock down that ivory.
Iron Mandrill, carry on. I think we're in his server together, are we? I know we're in a server together.
No, isn't his cousin the one who plugs his stuff?
Oh, it's Max's server. It's Max's server, I think, that we're in. It's the Zara Cave, I'm almost sure.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, hit me up in the Zara Cave with a DM and we can chat about it, bro.
I'm probably gonna go grab a drink real quick. But first, let me. Lighthouse is just. I don't know why the game's telling me Lighthouse here, because there's nothing. Well, I guess.
For the food.
Yeah, I guess for the food, probably.
It's for the food. 100%
Yeah,
it's for the food.
Okay, I'll probably do that then, just to. Yeah. Lighthouse, it's annoying.
And in fairness, it's not wrong.
It is not
well,
wrong.
wait, what did you go with for religion? You went with tithe and what was the other one?
Tithe and growth rate.
Okay, so yeah, neither of them is actually tied to population then. Alright. Well, even so, higher production from higher population. So. Alright, Rangi, go get a drink, and I will figure out what tangent to talk to chat for about 5 minutes. Talk to chat about
Alright.
for 5 minutes. Why do I keep mixing up my words tonight?
Let's see, alcohol.
It probably shouldn't be. I had a nice meal. And I didn't drink that much.
No. I'm just handing you my drunkenness.
There is only one good.
No.
Knowledge.
It does kind of seem like
I
a work
say that I
balance,
only
you
had
know?
one drink, so
Ignorance.
I didn't even put much liquor.
Have they finally finished the heresy? If they've actually finished it, I'll have to go back over it again now as well. I would play like a triple or quadruple A long ass RPG where you just played as Loken throughout the entire heresy. That'd be fun as hell. It'd be like Space Marine 1 and 2, except you're constantly getting your ass kicked. Oh, poor old Garville. All right, what else have we got to talk about? I'm afraid I'm going to have to take my leave of you guys in a little while, chat. I have a prior engagement. I have to watch a movie with a friend. Or some friends. We are watching the 80s Supergirl movie. With Helen Slater. And... is it Mia Farrow plays the bad guy in that one? Don't hold me to that, but it could be Mia Farrow. No, that doesn't sound right. No, Mia Farrow was the bad guy in the Birds of Prey TV show in the early 2000s. Mia Sarah, maybe? Sure it was Mia something. 2023, Jesus, I have been way out of the loop. Alright, well, I'll have to get back into it. Yeah, man, or Heresy RPGs would be absolutely amazing. There's so many routes you could take with it. I mean, you don't even necessarily have to play a character. Like, imagine having the chance to play through some of the Primarch battles, you know? Potentially from either side. Oh, you could do so much. That's the thing with 40k as a universe. You actually can do so much in every medium, and yet... somehow, what we get is what we get. I don't understand it, honestly. I hope Henry Cavill has some success with his show. I don't think the odds are on his side, but I really do hope it works out for him. I'd like to see success for 40k and Mia Goth. Could be Mia Goth, possibly. I feel like that's a fucking gotcha there. He's trapped me with that answer. There's some kind of bait there that I didn't recognize. But yeah, you could do almost anything with 40k. You really could. I mean, you could have a Top Gun movie in the 40k universe, you know? Then again, you could have Jurassic Park in the 40k universe. You really can do just about bloody anything. What was I saying? Yeah, I really hope that Henry Cavill has success with the show, but... I mean, the way things get made and greenlit these days, I feel like every hurdle is just stacked up higher and higher and higher against him. Still, the guy does deserve a win. Not just as a good actor and a really fucking downtrodden actor, but I mean, just as a fellow nerd, for God's sake. What would you do, Carry On? What would you make if you had full control of 40k and a big budget? Would you go TV? Would you go movie? Would you go game? Yeah, I've heard that, yeah. Apparently he has quite a lot of creative control over this, which, I mean, it's encouraging. It really is. I just hope that it doesn't get overridden by studio execs and notes from idiots. Only time will tell, but, you know, let's hope. It's just, once burned, twice shy for me, you know? Too many things, too many times at this point. Rangi, I am once again forced to wonder, what is it that you make to drink that takes so very long? I think, chat, that what we should do is we should get Rangi to set up a side camera, right? Not even a face cam, but a side camera. And what it does is it watches his drink preparing area. Just so as we know once and for all what takes him so long when he does this. He could make a production out of it. Make cocktails for himself on the side.
He could. What are we talking about?
I was saying to chat that I think Rangi should have a camera set up to like the side of your desk. Not for a face cam. Just so everyone can see your drink making area, so we can all finally know what it is that takes you so long.
Oh, it's because I have to go downstairs to the kitchen.
Ah, okay. But that's the part that led into making a production out of it. You basically walked in at that point.
Yeah, no, I don't keep any liquor or drinks up here. That's why.
Practical. Carrie Ann and I were chatting about 40k potential.
Well, you know that's
Yeah,
something we can
Primarch
briefly
battles.
talk about. That I
Primarch
just
battles
remembered.
would have to be a movie. Yeah, you don't waste that in a TV show.
Did you hear about the it was that nothing but basically somebody made like a fake leak of leak post on like Reddit for George R. R. Martin saying that
Oh, I did, yeah. And then the
that
publisher like, that's not true, and now everyone's like, well, if it's not true, why'd you bother saying anything? That book's never coming out, guys. Like, it's not gonna happen.
well because if you're in George R. R. Martin's position, why would you bother?
Oh,
If people if
decency,
well, he doesn't have
work
that.
ethic,
He doesn't have that either.
loyalty to his fans.
He doesn't. He definitely doesn't have that. He fucking hates them.
No, I know. And as I have related before, the man is quite an ass.
Oh
Quite
yeah,
an ass.
I remember that story. Gary had about him.
I feel like everyone who's ever met him has a negative story about him.
Yeah. So Gary, I guess, Nerdrotic. He's told this story before on stream. It's like he was doing a like studio tour because he was friendly with the people making the Orville. And George R.
I
R. Martin
vaguely
happened to
remember
be in
this
the
story.
building at the same. Yeah, George R. R. Martin happened to be in the building at the same time.
Refused to shake his hand. Was it the only guy?
Yeah. It's
That
like
one?
everyone's lined up to shake his hand, and he shakes everyone's hand, and then he skips over Gary. That's one of those moments where, like, apparently Gary's just like, yeah, you know who I fucking am.
Well, I wouldn't be too surprised. George has always kept an eye on what his fans think, which is bizarre. He's obsessed with what the fans think, and yet he hates them, resents them, and doesn't want to give them what they want. So, like, at that point, why even pay attention? But
Well, because he knows he needs
alright.
to know what not to give them. Duh.
You just know he has a Google alert set up for every possible variation of his name and any name in his books. Like, that man's life is a constant series of
That's
pings that
probably
he
why he's
absolutely
not.
hates.
That's probably why he hasn't finished the book yet.
Yeah, well, do you know what the reprieve would be there, Rangi? It's just write the fucking book and be done with it. Like,
Yeah.
that's your escape hatch, George. That's your parachute. All you gotta do is just give them the damn book. At this point, just shit out a crap book. It doesn't even matter anymore. Just give them something.
Alright, I'm gonna send the
He
Legion
ain't gonna
over.
do that. Well, I hope it's not the 9th.
Not yet. I'm thinking I might then set up a city up here to try and poach this ivory. Actually, if I put one over here, it'll eventually get over there.
Hang on, where is this ivory you're looking at?
Oh, it's shown on screen. It's this elephant over here.
Oh, right, okay, sorry, yeah.
Because
Okay,
I'm also
well,
thinking there's stone right here. I don't know what's up here, but if I plopped a city like right here or something, that might be a good idea.
Yes. It's a lot of hassle to go through for one thing of ivory.
That's true. I just
Like,
it
if it
does
was
look like
2
there's
or
a
even...
city. It looks like there might be a city state over there too. So
Oh, there's definitely
maybe
a city state over there. You can see the border. But, like, I'm just saying, if it was 2 or even 3 of a resource, that'd be one thing, because you can use that. Whereas one is purely the happiness bonus.
that's fair. Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of hassle and a lot of expense to go to for +5. You know.
Maybe I'll just send one of these legions over to the east with the settler I made just to see if I can find somewhere to settle the city over there.
I still think you should lock in that other golden coast where the barbarian cavalry is. Is that barbarian or is that a scout?
Yeah, that's barbarian.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
I think you need to wipe that out and lock that in, man, because that takes out one of their spawn points, gives you the second gold, which is only going to increase in value for you for the rest of the game. And obviously, it secures the road.
Yeah, which is probably important. And let's build it. Let's start on Oracle while we're.
But that should give you a nearly. It'll take a little time for the borders to link up, but that should give you a nearly unbroken line the whole way around to Cume.
But yeah, with the 40k Total War game too, it's like they're gonna nickel and dime us for every fucking faction. There's so many they can nickel and dime us for too.
Well, that's the thing. They're not gonna. So they're gonna skip the heresy. They're not gonna do the legions. They're gonna do the chapters because with the chapters, again, like just make up what the fuck ever. Like no one's even gonna really bat an eyelid. It's like, oh, another crazy angel faction. All right, yeah, all right, fine.
Yeah, I've played enough Total War Warhammer to know how they're gonna do it because they're probably just gonna follow that same model.
Probably, yeah. Well, they really haven't had any competition since they basically killed Warcraft.
Yeah, and BattleTech isn't really that much of. I mean, BattleTech could be really, really strong.
I would love to see it, man. I would love to see it. I absolutely adore MechWarrior. I really do.
Yeah, there is that one XCOM game which I want to play on stream eventually, and if I do, I'm probably just gonna have you second chair that because I know you would, because you know the lore and stuff.
I know a lot of the lore. Yeah, I stopped. Okay, this is gonna be a little lore heavy. I stopped after basically the fall of the second Star League and before the Dark Age because I thought the entire concept was fucking retarded. I know they've like tried to bring it back since then, but I haven't dipped back in. I am an old school BattleTech nerd, very very much so. Yes. One of my next tattoos is going to be the Cameron Star. I've been planning that one for a long time.
See, BattleTech is another one of those IPs that I'm like, it looks really interesting, but I don't know. I've never known where to start.
Well, my avatar is a stripped down and recolored Clan Wolf logo.
I know that, you've mentioned
that. But as to where to start, man, I'm gonna get myself in trouble saying this on stream so many times. Ebook, talk to me. I can help.
Well, you're gonna loan me your physical copy. You'll fly out here special just to do it.
I can actually literally do that. I have like most of the good stuff from the original run in physical as well. So yeah, if it comes to it, we can do that.
I mean, I was joking because you know.
But no, I can show you exactly where to start. Like you basically want to start at the beginning of the clan invasion. You'll get everything you need for the way the universe works and how the political structure is. Like it's all well fleshed out then and there. It's the equivalent of starting. It's the equivalent of starting Star Wars like with the movies, like chronologically. Like there is lore there beforehand that has been fleshed out since, but like you get the concept even so. Like it's fine. So yeah, I can definitely point you in the right direction. And I think you'll really like some of it. Michael Stackpole wrote a load of the early BattleTech stuff, and Mike Stackpole is one of the best sci-fi authors that's ever lived. He doesn't do big, high-concept stuff, but that man writes characters better than almost anyone.
There's other writers that I've heard are really good in BattleTech. Lane something is the name I've heard.
Lane Lee Pardo. Yep, he is good. I wouldn't say friends with him on Twitter, but we've interacted a couple of times. We have like mutual acquaintances. He's a nice enough guy. Good writer. Very good writer.
Yeah, because I remember hearing about years ago he got like canceled for some like weird bullshit.
Every vaguely right-wing person has been cancelled for some fucking thing over the last 20... Well,
yeah.
Is it 20? Have we hit 20 years? Feels like it, but we haven't probably quite got there yet. Yeah, I mean, I don't care, man. At this point...
Who hasn't been... Well, you're famous at all.
I was cancelled. It's like, bro, unless you're Army Hammer, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, though, yeah, it kind of is like, oh, no, poor baby.
It's
That's
like,
the
I was
point.
cancelled. Yeah, I don't care. Why were you cancelled? I was fucking conservative on Twitter. Okay, great. Why were you cancelled? I'm kind of a cannibal. Okay, not you. No, thank you, sir. To the next bus with you. Cannibals at the back of the bus. Actually, no. Cannibals at the front of the bus.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want a cannibal behind me. I don't know, but
In fact, screw it. Cannibals in front of the buses. I don't want to speak for Rangi here, but just in case anyone's curious, as far as I'm concerned, this is a very, like, anti-cannibalism chat.
depends who you're eating.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel life is really trying to tell you something when you're the only species that can't cannibalize without going insane. As a matter of biology, not even a matter of morality. It's like,
That honestly might be more
there is a
better.
lesson. There is a
I,
lesson there.
I was gonna
That might be
say.
the strongest argument for God that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
Actually,
was
it's
gonna
like,
say that.
if you eat each other, you will go literally crazy. It's like, out of guilt? No, not even out of guilt. It's built in.
Yeah, no, I just don't want you fuckers eating each other.
Surprisingly strong argument for God right there. And it came from an atheist. What am I doing? Good God, I'm gonna get in trouble with at the meetings. I tell you, Ranky, that anti-popey has no sense of humor at all.
And you know what? I just have my legions setting up to build roads from the new city to Neapolis and then to Rome as well. So
I insist you name your next city Eboracum. I can spell it.
okay. It does feel like I've been making decent progress.
Yeah, I'd say so. What did you set it the game on? Is it long or quick or what?
It's standard.
Okay, so like 30 turns for Treadale, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I did try out a game before but a game with Rome before I did this. I do think this solo game thing, it kind of goes well though.
I think so. You just want to avoid any kind of dead air, that's all.
Yep, that's the biggest problem with it. But yeah, there's a game that I'm interested in coming out soon, so
I have Ark working behind the scenes, designing the build for the interior of my tower at the moment. So I will shortly, well, maybe not shortly, but I will, in due time, be able to play more taxing games. We won't be having any more Suicide Squad surprises.
to be fair, that still is the... If there's any game that just doesn't want you to play it, it is that.
Man, I could not believe that. Like, the laptop rose happily to every challenge, like, more intensive games than that. And yet, it just took one look at the game screen and went, no.
No, you're not putting that on me, you fucking cuck.
I don't know if you guys heard this, chat, but, like, I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty. We had a lot of problems setting up that game for everyone on the stream itself, but we finally got there. And of all things, my laptop just up and refused. Got into the game, finally got things lowered in quality, got into the actual game itself, properly running around, and the screen just went, no. I'm not having that, thank you. It just froze every, like, 2 or 3 frames. It just refused. The first time I've ever had one of my computers make a moral decision on my behalf.
Yeah, I like the idea that when you install it, it's like, are you okay, Dick?
Are you sure, bro? Are you feeling alright? It's okay, computer. I have solved you. I've got a repack of the Path of Neo we're gonna go through soon. I might stream that actually. That could be fun.
Oh, that's actually where I should probably be building towards before somebody takes it.
Ooh, or Evil Dead. That'd be fun. I haven't played that in a long time. Would you watch a stream of Evil Dead Regeneration being played, Rangi, do you think?
I've never heard of it, so sure.
It is a fun video game in the Evil Dead universe, where Ash is correctly voiced by Bruce Campbell.
That is good. My first experience watching Bruce Campbell was actually some of his TV work.
Was it the Mountie show?
No, Burn Notice.
Oh, fuck, I should have known that. You've told me how much you like Burn Notice.
Yeah, Burn Notice is fantastic.
I would have said that my introduction to him was when mates of mine showed me Evil Dead the first time, but it was only going back over the years I realized I actually did see him in a bunch of like his older TV stuff. Like, for the life of me, I couldn't name that Mountie show, but I remember watching it when I was a kid.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
good old Bruce.
the road between Neapolis and Ravenna is almost finished, and then the road to Rome is being worked on.
Also, he might have two of the best titled autobiographies of all time. If I remember rightly, it was the first one was Confessions of a B-movie actor, and the second one was If Chins Could Kill.
His chin is
well.
legendary.
It is, a little bit. They modeled... Did you ever... Well, I suppose you might be a bit young for this one, I don't know. Did you ever catch Magus XLR?
I did.
They
I remember
modeled
that.
the intergalactic big head game show guy. They modeled him on Bruce Campbell, and then Campbell actually volunteered to voice him.
Campbell's like, that shit looks fun. Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, that's basically been the mantra of his career, man. It's like, holy shit, that sounds like fun. It's like, basically that, and Sam Raimi gives him a call going, you want to do something? And he's like, yes, I do. But no, it's great. I love Bruce Campbell, man. He's an absolute treasure.
Absolute legend. It is kind of a tragedy because I think I always felt like what the ideal for a Uncharted movie would have been him maybe maybe probably doing a bit of like
I'm not even joking.
makeup.
I would have given him a shot at Superman.
Well, so Bruce Campbell as Sully, and then what's his name? Guy from Firefly.
I feel like you probably mean Nathan Fillion.
Yes, Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake. That would have been ideal casting.
You want absolutely perfect casting, right? Do you know who Plastic Man is yet from your DC dive?
I've heard. I know him from. There was a Batman show that he was a regular character in.
Brave and the Bold.
Yep, that was it.
Yeah, Bruce would have been absolutely perfect for Plastic Man. Just absolutely perfect. Like Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, kind of perfect.
I'm gonna go and finally find the city-state over here. Sure it's there.
Oh shit, 3 minutes. Alright, I got a bail. It is movie time.
Fair enough.
I actually feel a little bit bad for abandoning you in chat, but on the other hand, I feel a little bit good that this is the first time in quite a while I haven't dreaded one of these DC movies that we're doing.
Fair enough.
And I know going in that it's 80s Supergirl, and I'm still like, yes, this is going to be such an improvement over the last few. Oh god, and the Flash is still coming. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I forgot I forgot that you guys were still doing that.
It's nearly over, Rangi. It's nearly over. We've nearly gotten through all of it. I'm soon this horrific nightmare will end. And then he'll think of something new to inflict on me. Alright, I had best make my way over there. Rangi, I will talk to you anon. Chat, it is, as always, a genuine pleasure to see you guys. And hopefully entertain you somewhat.
Always nice to have you around.
Well, you know, let's not say too much. Alrighty, see you later, fellas.
Alright, so Kume is not doing bad. I've got the roads almost done. Machu Picchu got taken. That's what I was kind of planning to... Yeah, I think at this point I have to start planning for military. That's the only way.
Battery.
Alright, so this road will be done soon. At that point, I'm going to have connected both of these cities. I'm probably going to... I'm going to move these troops back over here. Alright, so we're gonna have our roads mostly done. No, why would I give you open borders?
Ομιλίας. Με δείξας. Ήκουσα σε
No, that's
πρέποντα
insane
τες
too.
αλωτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Yeah, why would I have given them open borders? I don't get it. They're like my biggest competition. I should plop a city over down this way. I think that would be a smart idea. Yep, city connection set up. Riders Guild should be done in a turn. Barracks will be done soon. I think if I go to war, I think I'm in best position to take England's cities. I'm not doing that yet, but I am ready for it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and build the mint. I believe that gives me more gold, more for the gold I'm using. Outside of that, market would be a good idea. There we go. Alright. Also, the the legions are actually really good because they can build roads. Because now you don't have to risk you don't have to risk, for example, a city, or I mean a worker. They can just kind of do the thing, and then you're good. What are we? Okay, what are we doing? I do need more gold coming in.
Hello again. Go on.
Μέλημα.
Okay.
Ναι, φίλτατος.
Oh,
Try hitting up Oda. Oda doesn't have anything. Oda's actually kind of the weakest guy on the continent, I think.
Selamlar. Dinliyorum. Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Excuse me. That seems like a good deal. I don't really need that many horses. I usually don't do count that much. All right, and we will have these guys on alert. Oh no, that is actually devastating. Friendly trade route. I do need to start getting aggressive with my religion too.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Yeah. There we go. Now we have missionaries. So now I'm going to start actually being aggressive because my religion just isn't spreading. Not even among my own empire enough. There we go. Alright. So that should improve our trade routes. And then from there, going to, once again, I'm planning to start converting things to my religion because that's kind of the route that I have to take. Alright, so I need to get Ravana up to snuff. I think having extra workers would probably be a good idea. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we'll do. I do think I need to start pivoting towards military, and metal casting is always a good idea, in my opinion, because once you get that production going and having workshop and forge, because I have the resources for them. There we go.
以下の件について
Oh.
ご賛同いただければ誠にありがたく存じ上げまする。
No, Japan, I'm actually gonna refuse. You're still guarded towards me. I gave you originally like a sweetheart deal. And you just don't have anything to offer. You have like 5 gold? And if I give them my dice, then my happiness is going to go in the red. Alright, so we've got 7 followers there. Alright, so I need to start converting cities. Especially because nobody else seems to be playing a religion game. I'm probably gonna go towards theology here soon. Well, okay, no, the Byzantines are, obviously, because they're the Byzantines. But in general, I think being aggressively religious is probably a good idea too, because I designed a religion that does, I went with a religion that does kind of reward that. There we go. So once I have mint, I'm probably gonna use the spearman, because that way I get the XP. I think that's the thing. I have veteran troops going. We're going to finish theology next, and then I'm gonna build those wonders. Because I think I kind of need the edge. I think I need the edge. And yes, Dav, if Dav watches this, yes, you're right. I did default to religion.
3 things.
Because why wouldn't I? Alright, oh, that workshop, though. I think I want those 3 missionaries. Because I'm definitely behind on tech. That's what I'm really behind on. Alright, so what do I build? Alright, there we go. Okay, yeah. That's the thing. Britain is not. Britain can become a problem. They are really close to me. All right. I am convinced Legion's just really, really good. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so I think getting money is going to be very important because the problem is I have to play the Wonders game, right? And this is actually kind of a something I think in the future I'm gonna have to adjust for Rome's playstyle, because Rome really benefits from you building buildings in the capital. But if you don't just like, unless you get like the absurd levels of production, which you can get, I'm going to go ahead and go with machinery, because machinery is also really good though. It is slept on, but ironworks. I need ironworks. I'm gonna need ironworks, and I actually need to start building workshops in order to be able to do it. But that's the other thing too. The movement is going to be really important because I have military. I have forces. Not as big as I would like currently, but I have forces and I have roads. I have pretty thorough roads set up. Ooh, Rome's starving. Okay, well I have to fix that. There we go.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. So that would actually help me a lot. Okay. The wagon trains is gonna help me a lot. Mercantile is gonna help me a lot. Protectionism is definitely gonna help me. Oligarchy might be a good idea too. Because I have a lot of units garrisoned, so. I actually always forget that does that. Suleiman has finished Notre Dame. Happiness. I had a really good start, and it feels like it's almost catching up with me. I should probably do something about it. Okay. Harbor would also be really helpful here. But I'm just not. Well, most of my cities are naval. I mean, most of my cities are coastal, so. All right. Mm-hmm. Bora Bora should be finished in a few terms.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Okay. Yeah, I do need to get more aggressive with religion, because most of the other civs aren't doing religion. This is a good time to be aggressive with religion. Nobody else has my religion, but nobody else has anyone else's religion, so. Okay, so. I have that. We'll be done. We'll be connected. Fully. Yeah, we'll be fully connected, and I can not worry about that. Also, there's a lot of whales in this game. I've just noticed, like... Yeah, whales are usually a lot harder of a resource, so... Yep. Alright. Alright, so they're gonna do their thing. We're gonna build a library here. That's the thing. I think that right now I'm currently popping off as far as resources go and benefiting from the benefits of Rome, which is like I'm building buildings really quickly, but I could still destroy. I could still be doing better. And yeah, machinery is gonna be helpful for that, actually, for getting things done. There we go. Oh, the roads help so much with workers too. Okay. Oh, Theodora completed Bora Bora. Yep, I figured. Okay. Yeah, I might be in trouble. Either way, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and pivot then to workshop. We're gonna pivot to workshop. That can't be like... The problem is, when it comes to this stuff, I don't have a good idea of what is being worked on in the world. But also, like, for example, Theodora right now is like... They are beating me. Alright, there we go. We're gonna build Biomarket, and then we're gonna build Workshop. Oh. Maybe, maybe. Aqueduct might be a good idea. And more workers might be a good idea. At this point, because, I don't even know where half of my workers went. Two, three... I have 4, right? Okay, yes, I do have 4. Okay, I need more. Let's go ahead and build a workboat, actually, and then send it over here to help them out. Okay, that's a friend of mine just messaged me about a lot of stuff, and I had to like, wait, what happened? Nothing happened with them. Just like they had to ask me a question, and I'm like, hold on a minute, what? Okay. Yeah, Ankara I knew would come. I was originally planning to set up stuff over that way, but honestly, I might still be able to clutch this the silk over here. All right. Plus 53 now. Yes. Okay. We have the money. But yeah, Dake was right. I should pivot to military. Yep, Alhambra. Yeah. Oh, Statue of Zeus only just got built? Okay. Yeah, and right now I'm not playing a Wonders game. As cringe as it is to say that, like, I can't play a Wonders game here. Okay.
The press is the...
Yo, we should probably move to printing press then. We need printing press. Okay, chat, we need printing press. If we're pivoting a bit to the face game, we need printing press. That's the number one goal. There we go. Antwerp. We'll probably have this missionary go over there too. Other than that, I've got a few cities that are free next turn. Okay, yeah, we're gonna convert that city state too. Cool. Okay, no, Yeah, a friend asked about a prison sentence thing because they know so back in the day and even still kind of today, not as much. I've kind of always been a guy who's like has a pretty big interest in like legal stuff. And I guess he saw a meme or something and had a question involving the meme. There we go. And so I'm like, okay, there we go. Okay. Neapolis. There we go. Okay, we're in a good place, I think. Still, as bad as things might seem with tech, and with Wonders, yeah, because I figured I didn't have a chance with Hagia Sophia, because it just seems like everybody else is doing a Wonder game, like specifically, or other sort of angles. So I have to like pivot. I do have to pivot. Suleiman.
Selamlar. Dinliyorum.
Hello again. Go ahead.
Μέλημα.
Alright. I'm just glancing at things. I'm probably not going too much longer. I am probably not going too much longer, but I do think this game is gonna be good string fodder. Budapest, and I have religious pressure on that one too.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
You're asking a lot for
Would
a
you be
little.
interested in a trade agreement with England? That's unacceptable.
Okay, no, that's fine. You guys just don't get dice then.
以下の件についてご賛同いただけ
You
れば
see, these guys know how to
誠に
barter.
ありがたく存じ上げまする。いずれまたの機会にでも。
There we go. Alright, so that's pretty good deal compared to what England was offering us. Oh, they're in trouble now. If this is what if things are going how I think they're going, it might be in trouble. Okay. Yeah. We're at 62 gold per turn. Okay, 2 turns for market there. I'm building market in a lot of places. I am trying to kind of adjust. That's why. Let's do National College, which, fun fact, is not going to hinder me too much. Okay. Hmm. But yeah, I am gonna have to dip here in the next 30 minutes, probably, because I've got a D&D game. And also, we can start building our workshops. Let's build some ballistas. Let's build some fucking ballistas, gentlemen. Oh, I didn't even know when they converted. That's good, actually. That means things are being converted. Basically without my input. 'Cause I don't think I'm even trading with them.
Measure one.
Okay, 500 for temple. Once I do that, I can kind of capitalize on that a bit more. Antwerp is, we have good relationship with them. Budapest, we're working on it, but we have good relationship with them. We might be able to salvage the diplomatic game. The worst case scenario, though, is gonna be if we learn that Venice is in the game, but nobody's like even formed the World Congress yet, so yeah. Okay, that's hmm. All right. let me see if I can check what, because they came from the south, so I'm wondering if they don't have. There we go. Yep. All right. I figured it was something like that.
أنا السلطان ديال
Oh,
مراكش أحمد المنصور.
Morocco. Okay, so Morocco is gonna have the economic game. Morocco is my favorite civ, by the way. As far as playing it, if you play Morocco right, you can get like absurd money and kind of really good culture too. And if you're in a desert environment and able to capitalize on it, oh man. Because the Morocco gets a lot of really good benefits. Morocco is one of my favorite civs, and it probably always will be. Because I tend to be an economy player. I'm trying not to play the game in that way right now, but even still I kind of am. I know exactly where I'm sending my spy.
جيت وأنا كلي أمل باش نوصلوا لشي اتفاق.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have 6
أكيد.
units of cotton. Leash.
The only thing that saved me.
There we go. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλία.
Okay. Okay. Oh, oh, you fucking bitch. Oh, you fucking bitch. No, hold on. No. No, you did not just plop a city onto my fucking... What the hell was that? Oh, I'm definitely not enjoying smiling right now. No. No. Game, you're right about that. That fucking bitch. No, I've got to destroy you. I've got to destroy that. And I'll just take Canterbury too as like just on principle. Yeah, I need to go to war. Okay. But no, that honestly, that is actually kind of infuriating that they did that. Okay. Well, we know what we need to do, and like, that was just blatant. That was just dirty. Yeah, that was just really, really dirty. Okay. And we're probably not going to be going to war yet. We're probably not going to be going to war for a while. Just because... But they just... Dude, that was... Honestly, I'm kind of infuriated.
Hello again. Go ahead. That's unacceptable.
Fine.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα...
Okay, Sorry, I realized I was muted. I think I did because I was coughing. But thank you very much for watching up until now. But yeah, we're gonna have to destroy England next time. We're gonna have to destroy England. There's no peace after this. Them settling that city right on my fucking road, meaning I can't use it. But it's also like, if I take that city, it is just looped into my network already. So it's kind of almost like perfect casus belli. We'll finish this turn. Oh, but alright, yeah, I'm gonna save here.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα